Let's look at Elizabeth I's legendary thriftiness, and how she used the threat of marriage to run an empire. 6. The Virgin Queen tax loophole. If you think celebrities today avoid taxes, Elizabeth, I invented the game. While her court lived lavishly, Elizabeth herself was legendary for her stinginess. She knew that running a kingdom was expensive, so she found creative ways to save a pound. She never had a new gown made when she could get one for free. Here's the trick. When a foreign ambassador or visiting dignitary wanted to impress her, they were expected to present her with gifts, and the most high-value gift was always expensive clothing. She amassed an incredible collection of over 2,000 dresses and capes, all acquired with zero personal expenditure. 5. The calculated image of perpetual youth. Elizabeth's appearance was a crucial tool for maintaining power. We've all heard of contouring, but Elizabeth used makeup as a weapon, and she perfected the art of the mask. After surviving smallpox, she developed a heavy dependence on Venetian ceruse, a mixture of white lead and vinegar. This lead-based makeup gave her skin a stark, ghostly white finish, which was considered the height of beauty and power. However, the lead was slowly poisoning her and caused hair loss, scarring, and memory issues. Instead of hiding it, she leaned in. She created an image of an ageless, almost divine monarch, a dazzling, painted icon incapable of aging. Sacrificing her health for the crown, she was out here doing self-poisoning to win a PR war. 4. The scent of authority. You ever arrive at a party and want people to smell your power before they see you? Elizabeth understood the psychology of scent and its connection to social status. Elizabeth invented that. In an era where hygiene was questionable, she used perfume, or sweet bags, as a mark of supreme authority. She didn't just dab it on, she used it to create an invisible bubble of wealth around her. The story goes that when she was moving through a crowd, the scent would hit people first. A rich, expensive cloud that announced, "The Queen is here. You may inhale my glory now." It was a reminder that while the common folk might smell of the street, royalty smelt like gold. 3. The ultimate political ghosting. You would think that manipulation and ghosting wouldn't exist centuries ago, but Elizabeth invented that too. Elizabeth earned the nickname, the Virgin Queen, not just because she was unmarried, but because she famously weaponized the idea of marriage. She had multiple, serious suitors from nearly every major European power, and she kept them all dangling. She would flirt, send tokens, open negotiations, and drag out the process for years. For every country, the promise of marrying her was the promise of a powerful alliance with England, but she never followed through. Why? Because the moment she married, she would have to share power. By constantly promising, but never committing, she neutralized her rivals, secured treaties, and kept all the power for herself. A legendary masterclass in political ghosting. 2. The assassination. Julius Caesar had enemies. Elizabeth had cousins who wanted to take her throne. Unlike Cleopatra, Elizabeth didn't have to sneak into power, but she was a master of using covert networks to keep it. Her secretary and spymaster, Francis Walsingham, ran a network of agents so effective it was the envy of Europe. Her life was constantly under threat from Catholic plots aiming to replace her with her cousin, Mary, Queen of Scots. Walsingham set a famous trap. He allowed letters between Mary and her plotters to pass through his hands. Her spies intercepted the coded messages, cracked the cipher, and revealed Mary's direct approval of the plan to assassinate Elizabeth. This allowed Elizabeth to gather irrefutable proof, leading to the execution of her biggest rival. She unveiled evidence that ended her cousin's life. 1. The bloody ink of kinship. You think your family gatherings are tense? Elizabeth's could give any modern drama a run for its money. While Cleopatra married her brothers, Elizabeth's family drama was about treason. Her cousin, Mary, Queen of Scots, was the next in line to the English throne and became the rallying point for every plot against Elizabeth. Mary fled to England for protection, and Elizabeth was faced with an impossible choice. Protect Mary, allow her to live, and continually fund plots to overthrow her. Execute Mary, spark an international Catholic war. Elizabeth agonized for 19 years while keeping Mary under house arrest. Finally, facing overwhelming evidence of Mary's treason thanks to Walsingham, she signed the execution warrant. It was a brutal act of necessary statecraft, cementing the idea that no one, not even family, could stand in the way of the English crown. Which of these Tudor moves makes you think Elizabeth the First is that girl? Drop it in the comments.